Hey guys, Bailey here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make overnight oats. I think that this is a very quick and easy breakfast, not a lot of prep. You can just grab it and go, and they are super customizable. You can make whatever flavors you want. This is just how I prefer to do mine. First, you will take a jar. I got these from Amazon because they are the perfect size and they're so cute. They have different colors. You are going to take a jar and you are going to measure out. I do 1/4 cup of oats because I like to add a lot of things into them. But if you want to just do like the serving size is a 1/2 cup. So you will take oats, rolled oats. These are the quick cook ones. And you will measure them out. So I said 1/4 cup, put them in your jar. Then after that, I like to add some protein powder. You don't have to do protein powder if you do not want to. I want the extra protein, and this is the one that I think is my favorite flavor. So it is brown sugar oatmeal, and this is a vegan protein powder. So a lot of times like the whey and stuff like that will hurt people's bellies. So this one just works for me. It is 110 calories, 20 grams of protein per serving. So it actually comes, this is the worst packaging ever, but that is besides the point. In this bag that when you open it, shoots everywhere. They give you a scoop. So I will just take 1 scoop of that and usually spill it everywhere and make a huge mess. So you will take 1 scoop of the powder, you will add it on top of the oats. And then I like to add some seeds to mine. I think that they just help with like digestive and keeping me regular. Tons of benefits to all of these seeds as well. So I do a tablespoon of each. You can do however much you want, whatever you want to do. These are your oats. Chia seeds. I also do hemp hearts. And I also do ground flaxseed. So I will take just a tablespoon of each of those and then put them in my jar. So far in the jar you will have oats, protein powder, and your seeds. Then I like to add my liquid. You can do whatever milk you want. Please don't do water, that's gross. You can do whatever milk you want. I am lactose intolerant, so I like to use the Fairlife. It is lactose free. Sometimes I'll do almond milk too. The almond milk is kind of thin though, so if you like your oats to be soupy, then that will work. This one just thickens them up a little bit more. So I will use 1 cup of milk. So I would measure out my 1 cup of milk, and then I would pour that into the jar. Now in the jar you should have oats, protein powder, seeds, and milk. Lastly, you can add, if you have fresh fruit, I would recommend probably adding it the next day just on top, so that way it doesn't get all slimy and gross. But I added a overly ripe banana that I had. I just mashed it up and then added it in there. If not, you can also do frozen fruits, and when they are in the fridge overnight, they'll soften up, and then the next day you be right. So then you give it a nice stir, make sure all of that is blended. There's nothing worse than the next day having like a glob of just seed or a glob of protein powder. So I recommend giving it a nice stir and maybe even a little shake. A little shake doesn't hurt. Then you will put the lid back on it and you can store them in the fridge, and then the next day they are ready to go. I make 4 at a time, and that will last me 4 days. I don't do 5 because on the 5th day, that is enough overnight oats for me. But yeah, so that is how I make my overnight oats. I hope you guys give it a try and have fun with it. See you later.